Life is like a long journey. The more baggage we carry, the slower our steps become. Some people carry ambition, others carry pain, and some even carry anger. But what happens if we dare to let go? The 3 short stories I'm about to share will not only help you understand, but also show you the power of letting go on the journey of growth. Story 1. The Boy in the Jar of Candy. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a lively little boy who loved candy. He always looked forward to festivals, because during those times, his mother would leave a jar full of candies at home. To him, that jar was like a treasure chest of sweetness. One day, when his mother was away, the boy sneaked over to the jar. Seeing the colorful candies sparkle inside, he couldn't resist. He reached in and grabbed a huge handful, so many that his palm was overflowing. But when he tried to pull his hand out, he found himself in trouble. His fist, stuffed with candies, couldn't fit through the jar's narrow neck. He pulled and tugged, but the tighter he held, the more stuck he became. His hand hurt, yet the candies wouldn't come out. Frustrated, he burst into tears. "It's not fair. Why can't I get them out?" Just then, his mother returned. Seeing her son crying beside the jar, she smiled gently and said, "My dear, you don't need to take them all at once. Try letting a few go, and you'll see how easy it becomes." The boy listened, loosened his grip, and dropped some candies back inside. Instantly, his hand slipped out easily, and he still had plenty to enjoy. That was when he realized it was his own greed that had made things difficult. In life, many of us are just like that boy, holding on to too much, even things we don't really need. The more we cling to, the more trapped we feel. Only when we learn to let go and keep what truly matters can we pull our hand out with ease and enjoy what we have. Sometimes, happiness comes not from having everything, but from having enough. Story 2. The Pebble in the Shoe. In another small village, a race was held to find the fastest runner. Everyone was excited, because the prize for the winner was a large bag of gold, displayed right before their eyes. Among the contestants was a confident young man. He had trained for months, and was sure he would win easily. But just before the race began, he felt a tiny pebble inside his shoe. He hesitated. Should I stop and take it out? But if I do, I'll waste a few seconds. I might lose. In the end, he ignored it. It's just a small pebble, no big deal, he thought. The whistle blew, and the race began. At first, the young man sprinted ahead, leaving many behind. But soon, the pebble began rubbing against his foot. With every step, the pain grew sharper. He tried to endure it, but the longer he ran, the worse it became. Meanwhile, others, perhaps not faster, or stronger overtook him one by one. They ran freely, while every step for him felt like stepping on knives. By the time he crossed the finish line, not only had he lost, he was near the very end. Sitting down, he finally took off his shoe, and saw the tiny pebble. It was so small that removing it earlier would have cost him less than a minute, but it could have changed the entire race. Holding his head in his hands, he sighed. So my great failure came from something so small I ignored. Life is often the same. Sometimes it is the tiny pebbles, petty grudges, unnecessary anger, or a painful memory we refuse to release that weigh us down. We tell ourselves, it's nothing, just a small thing. But carrying it too long robs us of opportunities, peace, and joy, all because we refuse to let go of a single pebble. Happiness doesn't always come from great victories, but often from daring to take off the shoe and removing the pebble from our heart. Story 3: The Farmer and the Bag of Potatoes. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a farmer known for his bad temper. A careless word or an unfriendly glance was enough to spark his anger, leading him to scold, or even fight with neighbors. One day, an old monk decided to help him change. The monk said, "Each time you get angry at someone, take a potato, carve their name on it, and put it in this cloth bag. Carry the bag with you everywhere." The farmer was puzzled but agreed. At first, the bag held only a few potatoes. He thought, this isn't so bad. But as days passed, every outburst added another potato. Within a week, the bag was bulging and heavy. He had to carry it while working, eating, even sleeping. Worse still, the potatoes began to rot. The stench grew unbearable, the bag sticky and filthy. The farmer groaned. "Why must I suffer like this?" The monk replied gently, "You complain about a few rotten potatoes. But remember, each one represents an anger you have clung to. Don't you feel the same heaviness and misery when you carry grudges in your heart?" The farmer was stunned. He realized he had been making life unbearable for himself. Every fit of rage didn't just hurt others, it added another rotten potato to his soul. One night, unable to endure the stench any longer, he threw the whole bag down and wept. "Yes, all these years, I've been living with an invisible bag of potatoes inside me. Heavy, rotten, and no one suffers from it but me." From that day, he changed. Each time anger rose, he reminded himself, "I don't want another potato in my life." In truth, anger and hatred hurt us far more than they hurt others. We think holding on proves something, or repays a wrong, but in reality, we're only carrying a bag that grows heavier and more rotten. Letting go is not about forgiving others. It's about freeing ourselves. Only when we remove the potatoes from our heart's bag can we walk lightly and peacefully. The lesson: 3 different stories, but one truth. The boy couldn't free his hand, because he clutched too many candies. The young man couldn't run, because he kept the pebble in his shoe. The farmer suffered, because he carried a bag of rotten potatoes. In life, we are the same. Greed, grudges, or clinging to trivial negatives, all of them trap and exhaust us. Learn to let go. When we choose what truly matters, our spirit becomes lighter, our steps steadier, and happiness arises from a sense of enoughness. Happiness is not about having everything, but about knowing what is enough, knowing how to let go, and cherishing what we already have.